Welcome to OZ TV. Here we talk about everything that you need to know. We talk about family, we talk about relationships, we talk about children, homes. We talk about virtually everything. So I want you to subscribe, like, comment, click on the notification bell for more videos coming up. And watch out for a new show coming up called Spit It All. Thank you. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another segment of Spit It All. And I'm your host, Uzioma Anajeku. And today we'll be talking about friendship. I'm sure you all will be willing and eager to hear what we have to say about friendship. And today with me in the house, we have our in-house counselor, our beautiful Joy. So you're welcome.
Thank you, dearest.
Okay, please can you tell us, who is a friend, or what can you define as friendship?
A friend is someone you have strong connection with. Both of you have the same interests,
Okay.
value. Is someone you could see that you people have passed from the stage of being an acquaintance to real friends. You're very intimate. You know the person, and the person in turn know you. That's who a friend is.
Okay, so please can you differentiate who a friend is from who an acquaintance is?
Okay, an acquaintance starts from, friendship starts from acquaintance. Acquaintance is someone you know. Maybe by introduction, maybe someone introduced you to the person, or an old schoolmate. Someone you could say that somehow two of you relate, but not like you're very close. That could be you know the person by name. You know, it could be a neighbor lives on the same street with you and all that. But that is where it develops from. There could be that two of you know yourselves, you can see yourselves, but it grows from being an acquaintance.
Yeah, because you start having
interests in each other. Then it grows from there to becoming, both of you becoming friends. You understand me? But before you become friends, both of you have to, one thing you have to do, but in this side of the world, we don't do that. Everybody is your friend.
Yeah.
You have to find out if both of you have common values together, if there are interests. So that someone talks to you doesn't just mean that the person is your friend. It could just be an acquaintance. It just greets, two of you just greet yourselves.
But there should be something that is connecting the
two of you. There could just be something all of a sudden that brings two of you together, and suddenly two of you see that both of you are becoming close. Before you get to the stage of friendship, both of you must have, in fact, don't just give in. Know yourselves well. Is this someone I could trust? Is this someone I could get intimate with? Is this someone I could confide in? You understand me? Elizabeth and Mary, sorry that I have to cite this from the scriptures. Elizabeth and Mary were friends. And that is the reason why. When Mary visited Elizabeth, after the angel told her that she was going to conceive and she's blessed among women, and at the presence of Mary in Elizabeth's house, the same thing came as an evidence. And Elizabeth was able to tell Mary the same thing. He said, you are blessed among women. You understand me? Because you know that both of them have the same interests and they are close. So we have to be careful who we let into our space.
I agree with you on that. And with that being said, I don't know if you can tell us if there are different types of friendships, because now friendship grows from being an acquaintance. But from this part of the world, people really don't understand what friendship is. They mix it all up. So please, can you kind of differentiate, or tell us the types of friendships that there are?
There are so many kinds of friendship, of which these types of friendship exist in the world. We actually practice it, but the problem is that in practicing it, because of individual differences and the way we understand the world, some people tend to misinterpret them. The first type of friendship I'm going to talk about is best friends.
Okay. Best friends.
And yeah, in your face, you could be asking yourself, are there best friends?
Yes. Alright.
There are best friends. There's
Okay.
someone you could actually confide in.
But they're really rare to come by.
If you have one, hold the person so close. They are rare to have. I'm also going to cite an example in the scripture before I go deep into it.
Okay.
David and Jonathan. I love these two people. They are best friends. This is an example of what we call best friends. To the point where Jonathan was ready to forfeit and disobey his father for the sake of David. He told David, I am ready to remove my clothes. In fact, he removed his clothes and covered him just to bring him into the camp. Even at the time where they must have passed on, one of them now said, is there anyone left in the house of David that I may show him what? Kindness. So that's the kind of relationship that he was ready to lay down his life for his friend. This is someone that knows who the best friend is. That person that when people are talking behind you, the person is ready to defend you right in front of them. He might know that what they are saying is true, but behind you will defend you. In front of the moment she sees the two of you, he tell you yes.
What he said was true, and he caution you.
But it's a friend that will stick closer than a brother. I'm going to cite some scriptures that at least you look at it too, for you to see that everything that happens in this world is in the scripture, is in the Bible. There are best friends in there. A best friend is that person that knows you in and out. Your ride and die. He knows your secrets in and out and can sit on top of it. No matter the quarrel between the both of you, she can never spill it. And please, let me tell you, the moment you're no longer best friends with someone, keep the secret the person told you. Yes. It is called integrity. At the point of best friend, that's where I will tell you that there's something called intimacy, which means into me, see.
Did you get that?
Into me, see. What do you see in me that you want to emulate?
Exactly.
What do you see in me that you want to become a reflection of you? Because if you stay so close with someone, you start becoming like that person. The way the person reasons, the way the person thinks, the way the ideas of that person somehow begin to play around you. Let me tell you, if you stay where they fry akara for a long time, you find out that when you leave that place, your clothes will begin to smell akara. That is how a friend should be, a best friend should be to someone. There must be a reflection.
Yes.
Do you know there's a way you'll be so close to someone that both of you can become best friends? You begin to look alike.
Yes, I've seen that. Even in marriages. Yes, I've seen
I'm coming to the point of marriage. Your husband can be your best friend, yes. Let me tell you, when people see you say, are you twin? Are you twin? Why? Because your two hearts blend together. Your two hearts blend together. That is who a best friend is. A best friend can never stab you at the back and come in front and laugh with you. A best friend can never begin to walk underground to take your position from you.
Or spite you.
Or spite you. A best friend can never want to jealous you or gossip about you. The moment I'm that kind of a person that where I will sit down where someone is talking about, I'll fight you. I'll tell you, no, you don't dare this. Yeah, that's who a best friend is. Say, you don't dare this where my friend is. No way. If you do it, I fall out with you. When it has to do with her, please keep clear. A best friend is that person that, in fact, the friend will sit in the house and hear, she just fought because of her friend.
Yeah, you're right or die.
That is who a best friend. A best friend is not the one that comes to your house and see that you've changed the setting of your parlor. And she goes home and tells the husband, if you don't do this, a best friend can never be in competition with you.
Yes.
Can never compete with you. In fact, she rejoices when you rejoice. She's crying when you're crying. Best friends are burden bearers. They stick with you. They stand with you. Yes, you will tell me there is nothing like best. There are. If you have one, I repeat, hold that person so close. And you begin to ask me, how do you know who a best friend is? I'm going to cite an example of something. Jesus' mother was in a wedding. See, God knows that at that wedding, that the wine will finish. At that wedding. Now, she now noticed that people were running together. The wine has finished. She went close and noticed there was some discrepancy somewhere. Something was happening. If you read that place very well, you know what she did? At the site at which she noticed, wine can represent joy, it can represent happiness, it can represent so many things. That's what wine is. But that happiness, that joy, that prosperity, that everything disappeared at that moment. And she noticed that that thing has disappeared. What am I trying to say? A best friend is that person that notices when your mood changes.
Yes.
She's the one that notices that you're not happy. The tone of your voice on phone can tell her, no, something is wrong somewhere.
Something is not right.
Do you understand me?
Yes, without you telling her. Anything.
Without you telling her.
Yeah.
That was what Jesus' mother did. She noticed something was wrong. And she did what? Went to Jesus and told Jesus, something is wrong. A best friend is that person that will notice something is wrong. She will lend you a dress and will never come out to tell the whole world, I gave you dress. She will cover your nakedness. She's the one that will lend you money and will not tell the whole world I'm feeding her. At that time, when Mary went to Jesus and told Jesus, a friend is that person who will not come outside and open your nyash that you did so and did that and that. No. A friend is that one who sees your mood and no.
Something is right
Something is wrong. And she'll hold you firm at that thing that is wrong at that time. And it's someone you can actually trust to let your secrets, knowing that your secrets will not be heard outside.
Because what happens these days is that sometimes people trust the wrong people and thereby handing their secrets to them, out of trust. And at the end of the day, you get betrayed.
Can I tell you also who a best friend is? I told you something about intimacy. Both of you, let me tell you, when a friend is so close, it's like an intercourse. When I mean intercourse, it's not like two men sleeping with two men or, no. When a husband and wife gets to the point of intimacy, they have an intercourse. That is a bond that keeps them. Yes. A friend sees your shame as her shame. She knows that if the whole world hears this, they are laughing at her. A friend is not that person that will see a whole lot of things on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram about you, and now join the crowd to judge you. No, a friend is not judgmental, but she's the one that stands up to tell you, to find to find a story to counter what has been said about you.
Console you as well.
And tell you we are in this together. But let me tell you what happens where friendship and best friends are right now in the world. Let me tell you what happens to them. Right now in the world, the kind of best friends we have is the one that will come to your house to compete with you. To let you know that, listen, excuse me.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? We have clique, we have class. You're not in my class.
Yeah, we have levels.
A best friend can never use you and dump you. Never runs to you only when she needs you. A best friend is the one that sticks, whether there is help, there is problem, there is nothing else. His best friend is there. Pardon me now to digress a little. You can see most of these best friends in men, true men, but you cannot see this type of friendship mainly. If you see it in females, if they are 100, you will see it only 5 that are faithful like this.
Yes, and they are loyal.
And they are loyal. But you see, you will see is you will see this. In fact, when men quarrel now, they can reconcile.
Yeah.
But women,
they quarrel and then they come out to spill everything that they have done in the secret. They sham themselves.
They bring their husband into the quarrel. The quarrel become generational. But whether there are best friends, there are best friends. Now the second one is in friendship, types of friendship, listening. This one now, I'm going to explain the first part and explain the second part. There are friends who are good listeners. This is a friend that when you have a lot in your mind, you know she's going to give you a listening ear without judging you. She will give you you just pour out your heart. She will give you her shoulders, you will lean on it. You know that this one, I know she will tell me the whole truth now. Let me just go to her. I'm going to pour myself out for her. Then there is also another type of friendship which they are listeners. But after listening, you'll be sorry for your life. They will pick in detail everything you have told them and begin to judge you. By the time you're done with them and you're leaving, you will become self-condemnation yourself.
Yes. You would have wished never to
open your mouth and tell them anything that has to do with you. They will kill you physically, they will kill you spiritually, they will kill you psychologically. There are good listeners. There are people who are good listeners, and that are good, and there are good listeners. There are listeners that are also bad. The one that after listening like this, let me tell you, make sure anybody you meet in life, before leaving you, leaves you better than he met you.
Yeah.
Nobody should leave you worse than the person met you.
Yeah.
So that's another type of friendship. Good listeners. They are very, very good to listen. There are also good listeners who will use your topic as preaching. They will get the whole story from you. Now began to analyze you to someone else, even to husbands. Please, friends, let me tell you something. Your friendship, keep it away from your husband. When your friend offends you, you will later forgive that friend, but your husband will never forget what you told him about that woman. If you find out, men, before they open up to tell you what their friend has done to them, know that that your husband has made up his mind. That's the way men behave. He has made up his mind never to go back to that friendship again. But we women, we have this soft heart to forgive and let's go. And you still become friends again. Because of that reason, keep it away from your husband. Because the man he will always refer to what you told him. Some of them will see you moving with the person, will tell you, remember, Be careful what you say at that time, that both of you are no longer friends.
Yeah.
Another type of friendship is the fun one. This type of friendship, you don't take them serious. They are those type of people that you can go to party with. They are the life of every party. You know, when you're doing your own party, when you invite them to come like this, shout. Remember that someone that is in the influence of alcohol can spill anything.
Yes.
Someone, when you annoy her, you cannot bring someone you know that her nut used to lose. Score at times comes to her brain.
They come and go.
Come and go. You know that she's like a wiper. She'll go this direction, go the other direction. You'll not bring the person, no. She's the fun one. They call them the fun one. That's another type of friendship. Those ones are the ones that when you want to laugh, you bring them close. Oh yeah, let's laugh. After laughing, you go tell them bye-bye. They will now go. And you will have your peace. That's another type of friendship. Another one is the loyal friend. Show me a loyal friend. And I will show you that one that you push so hard. That loyal one you push so hard to the wall. When the person leaves, you will not look back. Loyal friends have limits. They can be loyal. right? But the moment you push them, you take their loyalty as weakness. They are not stupid. You see them, they will leave you and they will not look back. They are the ones that the moment you break their trust, sorry means nothing to them. They are loyal friends. That one that you wake up now and pick up your phone and call them, get to my house by 5 a.m. In fact, 4:30. 4:30, she's already at your gate knocking. They are loyal friends. You say, take this money, keep it for me. You can be sure to meet it the way you get it. They are loyal friends. Enter the kitchen, please help me go and cook. She will cook, prepare that dish. I heard a woman say, I can leave my husband with my friend. She's so loyal and she will not sleep with my friend. That day I was traveling, I think I was at the airport and she was making call. I had to turn and I looked at her. She has a reason for saying that. Probably she has tried the woman and proven that the woman is actually very good. So such loyal friends are hard to find. And if you have one, keep that one very close. Sister, brothers, listen. If you're that kind of person that finds fault in every human being on this earth, something is wrong with you. If all these things are mentioned, and the many more I'm going to mention, there's no one you can say this one now. Everybody around you have fault. Then you, as a human being, have a problem. Look at yourself. Ask yourself a question. There is a problem. You find fault in this person. You know there are friends that every statement you make, there is something they will bring out of it. Yeah. They will twist it. And they will now begin to make meaning. They always bring meaning into everything.
Whatever action you take, they read meaning into it.
Be careful. Then, another one is the wise one. These are the ones that, at any time you meet them, they have something to offer. When you meet business, and you meet to face the fact and the truth the way it is, they are the ones you go to. In fact, let me put it the way I wrote it here. These are friends you go to when you are searching for advice or direction. You go, what do you think about this? This is the way I see this thing.